Welcome everyone to the Eastern Final between the visiting Baltimore Marauders and the number one in the division, Memphis Kings. I'm Mike, and I'm your announcer for today. See, Baltimore and Memphis played twice this season. First time in Baltimore was a win by Memphis. That was 28-21 in Week 2. Let's see. In Week 15 in Memphis, it was an even bigger Memphis win. It was 33-13. Maybe Baltimore can break that today and finally get a win over the heavily favored Kings. Or maybe they get to be the first team this year to lose the same opponent 3 times. There's the Kings getting ready to start the game. Moxley will kick off. And the Marauders will get the ball first. And here we go. That's Jelani Bryant getting the ball up to the 29-yard line. And out comes Derek Russell to start at quarterback for the Marauders. Running backs, number 38, Mike Lawson, and 27, J.J. Byrne. Russell back to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Brennan McKee. Receivers, 82, Lorenzo Anderson, 18, Sean Sanders, 1, Jelani Bryant, 87, Michael Bryant. I'm sorry. I don't think that's right. 89, Jordy Anderson. Russell runs himself, gets 4 yards. It's going to be third down at the 33. Slot end, 88, Rashad Boyster. And the offensive line, Corey Thomas, Robbie Corum, Marquise Duncan, Malcolm Parrish, and Quincy Klein. It's third down. Russell gets drilled. That is Johnny Cooper with the sack. First sack of the game. It's fourth down at the 29, back where they started. So that was a loss of 4. Stephen Paul with the punt. And that's Bradley Williams who gets as far as the 28. So now the Memphis Kings offense. Hit by Trevor Easton, who looks, throws. Incomplete. That was intended for running back number 7, Corey Ashby. Also, running back 24, Eddie Hopper. Receivers, 12, Bradley Williams, 83, Avery Hunter, 82, Devontae Tatum, 87, Jeffrey Crane, and 5, DeMarcus Goods. And 15, Kari Mack, who you see at the left of your screen. Slot end, number 80, Blake Muir. Easton throws, hits Hunter. He's going to get the first down, and more, and all more, as he's getting that touchdown. Early lead for the Kings. And that is a 72-yarder. What a catch and run. Didn't even get through the offense yet, and They've already put points on the board. Here's Chandler Moxley for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So it's going to be a 7-0 lead for the Kings. Their offensive line, since we didn't get a chance to get to them, and look at that, by the way. At tackle, 62, Robbie Adolphus. At guard, 63, Amir White. At center, 88, Derek Balch. At right guard, 76, Alan Daniel. And at right tackle, 73, Marquise Thomas. And Moxley is going to kick off again for the first time in under 2 minutes, or for the second time in under 2 minutes. Jelani Bryant's going to get it at the 2. And he gets up and he fumbles. Their own man manages to get it. It's Anthony Hoover. Russell throws, hits Jelani Bryant for a first down. Memphis defense is as follows. A defensive line at the ends, 48 Neville Jacques and 92 Chris Guidry. And defensive tackles, 99 Mike Wiley. And pulling double duty is 88 Derek Balch. And that's a sack by number 26 Cyrus Moore. They're calling that a sack, but he got a yard. Intriguing. Russell. Back to pass, incomplete. So 3rd and 9. Linebacking core, 65 Johnny Cooper, who got that sack earlier in the first possession. 56 Travis Drew. 42 Cameron Kidd, and 41 Grover James. And defensive back at cornerback, 39 Derek Polk and 20 Kari Woods. Free safety, 26 Cyrus Moore, and strong safety, 23 Damian Henry. He gets 5 on that run. I'm amazed they didn't call that one a sack. And now it's Stephen Paul to kick off. Or to punt. Fair catch called at the 17-yard line by Bradley Williams. So it's a first down. Kings up 7-0. Easton to throw. Hits Hunter again. He gets 13 yards on that. First down. Taking a look at the Marauders defense. At defensive end, 96 Garrett Stafford and 54 Max Avery. Defensive tackles, 90 Carlos Davis and 95 Alan Burrell. Pitches to Ashby, who gets 8 yards on the play. Stopped by Quandre Caraway. Linebacking core, 58 Jake McRae, 67 Greg White, 43 Anthony Hoover, and 93 Ken Richmond. And he fumbles, and that's gonna be picked up by Sean Anderson. Baltimore defensive backs or cornerbacks, 41 Drew Ivy and 48 Andrew Roberts. Free safety number 2 Jalen Lewis and number 22 Curtis Thomas. Lawson gets stopped after 4 yards by linebacker Grover James, 2nd and 6. Lawson gets out there again, gets another yard, also stopped by James, 3rd and 5. Russell, the pass, throws. Hits Sanders, who gets the first down. Sean Sanders gets to the 29-yard line. That was 8 yards from Russell. Hit as he throws. That looked like it was Chris Guidry. 2nd and 10. Russell's going to run it himself. He's stopped after he gets a couple. That stop was by Johnny Cooper. It's a 4-yard gain, 3rd and 6 at the 25. Lawson just misses the first down. Stopped by Kari Woods. And it's going to be 4th down to the 20. So the Marauders are going to try to look. Jan Eriksson is going to try to get 3 on the board. And he does. So it's now 7-3 Kings. After that fumble on the kick return. Or that fumble on the, on the punt return. Cooper gets through to about the 29-yard line. And he's stopped by Jake McCray. 1st and 10 for the Kings offense. Easton gets 3 before he's stopped by Max Avery. 2nd and 7 at the 32. Ashby gets another 3 yards. Ashby gets the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 39. That was a gain of 4. Easton dropped as soon as he touches the ball. That is amazing hustle by McCray. That's going to be a loss of 4. Up and down. Almost picked off by Andrew Roberts. That's going to be 3rd and 14 at the 35. Incomplete, intended for Avery Hunter, and it's going to be 4th down. So that brings out punter Will Owens. He kicks it away. Fair catch called at the 19-yard line, or at the 18 rather. Lawson gets the first down on the ground before he's stopped by Julius Fisher. That's a 10-yard run. Lawson gets another 5. Gets to the 33-yard line. Stopped by Travis Drew. Russell. Another first down. Once again stopped by Drew. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Russell looks, throws, hits Bryant for 6 yards, I mean. So it's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line. Hands off to Lawson, who's been getting a lot of attention so far. And he is stopped after a 2-yard gain by Neville Jacques. 3rd and 2. Another pitch. This one's a fumble. And they let him run with it. I think he was under the pile when he grabbed it, but ref is ref. And they get a yard. But it's going to be a 4th down anyway, which means it's punting time. Stephen Paul boots it away. Bradley Williams at the 4. Gets to the 10-yard line. So that's where we're going to end the first quarter. Score is 7-3 Memphis Kings over the Baltimore Marauders here in the Eastern Division Final. First and 10 at the 10. Easton is sacked by McCray. I don't know what he was thinking. He had open men. He had a lot of space, plenty of options, but deer in the headlights is the strategy he went with. 2nd and 15 at the 5. Easton looks, runs, gets the first down, gets to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 25 for the quarterback, or gain of 24 for the quarterback. And it's 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Pitches to Ashby, who gets a first down, almost broke through, gets to the 43, and just unceremoniously throws Curtis Thompson off him while he's on the ground. 1st and 10. Easton runs. He gets 3 yards before being stopped by Burrell. Easton, Offensive Player of the Year this year. Easton throws, incomplete, intended for Bradley Williams. Just couldn't haul it in. 3rd and 7 at the 46-yard line. Avery is going to be kicking himself, and if he's not, I'm pretty sure that defense is ready to help him, because it is now 3rd and 2 after that offside penalty. Throws, intercepted, and he is gone. That is a pick 6 for Andrew Roberts, and the Marauders are in the lead like that. So Jan Eriksson is looking for the extra point to make it 10-7. It's up, and it's good. And now it's 10-7 Marauders. It's like the Wabajack. You didn't see that coming, did you? And it's number 48, the cornerback, Andrew Roberts, with that pick and run. Cooper gets to the 20, jumps through, Gets to the 25-yard line before he's finally stopped by somebody we don't have on the marker. So it's 1st and 10. Kings are going to try again. Easton more willing to look where he's throwing this time. That was intended for Ashby. That's an incomplete. 2nd down. Easton runs it himself. He was sort of pushed past that line by his running back. So 3rd and 4 at the 31-yard line. This area looks familiar. This situation looks familiar. Easton's going to run it. He's not going to get the needed yards. He only gets 2. And he runs right into Alan Burrell. And here comes Will Owens to punt again. All of Baltimore, well, both of Baltimore's scores are directly off of turnovers. Derek Russell looks at his receivers. He's going to run it himself. Drop by Drew. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Ball on the 31-yard line. Calling at the line. Throws. Incomplete. That was intended for Boister. Wide open and just whiffed. 3rd and 7. Russell throws. Incomplete. Almost picked off by Cyrus Moore, and it's going to be 4th down. Pass was intended for Bryant. And sorry, 87 is Michael Brown. Ashby gets 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 at the 21. Easton pitches to Ashby. Gets the 1st down. Stopped from going any further by Ken Richmond, who had a few good plays against the Islanders' offense last week. Easton throws. Gets Hunter again. Hunter gets to the 46-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Kings. Easton looks, throws, incomplete. Intended for Sharice Rollins. Second and 10. Easton throws. Incomplete, intended for Blake Muir, and it's going to be 3rd down. Offense gets moving. Easton throws. Incomplete, intended for Crane, and he just dropped it, and he had room to run. 4th down. All of a sudden, none of these guys can hang on to the ball. Owens punts. Bryant calls fair catch at the 16. First and 10, 16-yard line. Russell throws. Incomplete, off the hands of Johnny Cooper. Was intended for Lorenzo Anderson. Second down. Russell runs. Stopped by Drew. Gets 6 yards on the play. Third and 4 at the 22-yard line. Less than 5 minutes to go in the less than 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Lawson gets the first down, but stopped by Balch at the 28-yard line. There's a gain of 6. Russell throws off of some hands and into the hands of Lorenzo Anderson. That's going to be a first down at the 46. This is the furthest Baltimore's gotten without a turnover. Lawson gets a yard. Stopped by Avery Holloway. Second and 9. Russell looks, throws, hits Boyster. Boyster gets 3. It looked like Guidry who stopped him. Ball at the 50. Russell throws, incomplete, and nobody can get a hand on it. That would have been a great interception and moment for the Kings, but Grover James just couldn't pull it down. It was going to be 4th and 6 at the 50. And Stephen Paul is going to punt. Fair catch called at the 21 by Bradley Williams. Just over 2.5 to go in the half. Easton looks, throws. Incomplete. I don't know why he threw it into the crowd given what happened earlier. Second and 10. Easton throws. Incomplete, intended for Jeffrey Crane. Once again, threw into a crowd of white jerseys. I think he may have taken a hit in the game against the Boston Banshees, but who knows? It's 3rd and 10. Incomplete again. Intended for Devontae Tatum. 4th and 10. Starting to wonder if he remembers what team he's playing for. Punt. Bryant. Bryant gets dropped at the 32. 1st and 10 for the Marauders. Russell to Lawson. Lawson gets 3 before he's dropped by a crowd of blue jerseys. Russell gets another 4. There's a 4-yard run for Lawson. Memphis is going to call their first timeout. Lawson gets the first down. Throws. Incomplete. Lawson. Memphis Kings ended the regular season at 15-2. Lawson, another first down. It's really hard to see an actual good rushing offense on Max Football, and I'm hoping that changes with the new installment. Russell throws. He threw it behind him, and they're not going to call that a fumble. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Even he doesn't know what the hell he just did. Lawson gets a yard. Ball on the 44. The Kings will get the ball first in the second half. Wait. Yep, I think so. Less than 20 to go in the half. That's Sanders, and that's a first down. But that'll probably bring us to the half. And it will. So at halftime, the score is Baltimore Marauders 10, Memphis Kings 7. And the winner of this game will be the East's team in the League Semifinal next week. As this is the first division final of the week. We obviously don't know who their opponent will be, or who this team's the winner's opponent will be, or where. Well, if Memphis wins, it'll be in Memphis, because they'd either be the top 1 or 2. 1st and 10 at the 22. Kings looking to find a way back into that lead. Yeah, there is no scenario in which Memphis finds themselves on the road next week if they make it. For Baltimore, it could go either way. Ashby loses 4. Welcome. It's 3rd down on the 18-yard line. Easton looks, throws, incomplete. That's going to be 4th down. That was intended for Bradley Williams. And Owens will have to punt it away. It's up. Fair catch called. So the possession will start at Baltimore's own 47. That's a catch, and that's Jelani Bryant, who gets stopped at the 39 on the Memphis side. Finally stopped by Kari Woods. That's a 14-yarder from Russell to Bryant. Lawson gets 2 before being tag teamed by Mike Wiley and Cameron Kidd. 2nd and 8 at the 37. Russell gets the first down himself. Stopped by Johnny Cooper. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Baltimore seems to be the only team in this league that has managed to make a ground and pound offense work. Lawson got nowhere on that run, though. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 27. Russell throws. Gets Sean Sanders for the first down. Sanders is stopped by Julius Fisher. 1st and 10 at the 16. After the 11-yard gain. Lawson. That's going to be a holding call on the center, Marquise Duncan. So it's going to be 1st and 20 at the Memphis 20, at the Memphis 26 instead of the 16. Lawson loses a yard when he's stopped by Woods. Ball at the 27. Ooh, Lawson gets 3 before being smacked by Cooper. Just sort of flying clothesline there. 3rd and 18. Russell throws. Incomplete. That looks like it was intended for Sean Sanders, and the field goal unit will come out. Jan Eriksson will try to extend the lead to 6. This will be a 41-yarder. It's good. So it's now 13-7 Marauders. Kickoff. That's Williams getting to the 21-yard line. And here comes the Kings offense, still down 1 score. Easton throws, gets Avery Hunter. That's a 7-yard gain. And he's stopped by Anthony Hoover. So 2nd and 3 at the 28. Easton throws. Gets Devontae Tatum, who's got a ways to go. That's a first down on the Baltimore side at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. That 30-yarder was Tatum's first touch of the ball. Easton throws. Gets Corey Ashby. And Ashby gets to the 13. First down. So what a great play on that one. Ashby tries to get pushed forward. Gets to the 6. So that's going to be a 7-yard run for Ashby. 2nd and 3, ball on the 6-yard line. Easton throws. Incomplete. Intended for Jeffrey Crane. 3rd and 3. 6-yard line. Ashby gets the first down at the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Easton gets sacked in seconds by Jake McRae, who has really been hell on this Memphis offense today. 2 sacks, a couple of breakups. Ashby gets that yard back. 3rd and goal. Easton, less than 3.5 to go in the 3rd. He's going to run it himself. Gets to the 1-yard line. Once again, there's that dive mechanic that this company got so wrong. 4th and 1. Hopper, touchdown, Kings. And now we're tied at 13. They're happy to get that one off their chest. But now they'll probably go for 2. And they will. Easton throws. And he gets it! That's Crane with a 2-point catch. And now it's 15-13 Kings. And there go the fireworks again. 2 big catches in this drive led to those 8 points. And the Kings are back in the lead. Thank you. That's actually really awesome to read. Jelani Bryant gets to the 24-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Marauders offense. So here's Derek Russell looking to retake that lead. Russell gets 5 yards, and he's stopped by, let's see, there was Neville Jacques and Travis Drew. It's going to be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 5 rather. Russell throws. Who's going to get that one? Anderson's going to bounce off the hands. He's going to bounce off the hands of the backer, and that's Jordy Anderson, not Lorenzo. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 33. So they are definitely within the range to retake it. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Russell throws. That's Lorenzo Anderson. So Anderson to Anderson, back to back. And it's 2nd and 3 at the 26. And that is going to cost them. That is Malcolm Parrish with the false start penalty, getting them back to the 31. Still keeps them in field goal range, but 3rd and 2 after the run by Lawson to the Memphis 25. That was 6 yards. J.J. Byrne gets nothing, and they're going to go for the field goal from the 25-yard line. So this will be a 42-yard kick. It's up, and it's good, and the Marauders have retaken the lead. It's now 16-15. So this has been a back-and-forth game. A great pass to Jordy Anderson, and then the pass to Lorenzo Anderson, which got him in field goal range. And then the couple runs by Lawson and Byrne to make kicker Erickson more comfortable. Less than a minute to go in the third. Erickson kicking off. That's at the 2. Cooper wiggles through a couple before being stopped at the 30. And now here's Trevor Easton and the Memphis Kings. 46 to go in the quarter. Easton throws. Incomplete. In a real world football game that would probably be looked at as pass interference, as they sort of stopped him from getting there, but I wouldn't say that's a glitch so much as a mechanical oversight. Easton throws. That's incomplete. That was intended for Corey Ashby. Third down. 3rd and 10 at the 30. Easton throws. Gets Muir, but he does not get the first down. They only get 6, and that's going to be 4th down. So they're going to have to punt with 23 seconds left in the quarter. It's proving harder for the Kings to put them down this time than they did the first 2. .12 seconds in the third. Russell throws. Sean Sanders with the catch. That's at the 49-yard line. And Kari Woods chased him down. End of the third. The score is 16-15, Baltimore Marauders. 2 out of 3 of the scoring drives started with a turnover. One was a fumble on a kickoff, punt return, and the other one was a pick 6. Lorenzo Anderson showing Trevor Easton who rules the field. 2nd and 4 at the 43. Throws. Incomplete. Intended for Rashad Boister. 3rd and 4. Starting the 4th quarter with this drive. Russell. Bryant catches it and gets into field goal range. That's a 1st down. No turnovers yet for the Marauders. That's Neville Jacques with the sack. Looked like he sort of leisurely jogged to the side before being taken down, but 2nd and 14 at the 35. Now with the mechanics here, field goal is kind of iffy. Russell's going to throw, or we're going to run. He's going to get to the 26. He's going to be stopped by Travis Drew. That's the 3rd down. And that is now 10 tackles on the day for Drew. He has been a force. Russell throws. Incomplete. That was intended for Lorenzo Anderson. And it's going to be 4th down. So here's Erickson to try to make it 19-15. Tyler Wright to hold. And it's good. Score is now 19-15 Marauders. And the Kings have just over 8 minutes to get and keep a lead, and to get and keep that lead. Marauders have 8 minutes and 5 seconds to hold on. A field goal will not get the lead for the Kings. Erickson kicks it. He gets it at the 3. Williams jumps, and the special teamsman was not buying it. 1st and 10 of the 22. Easton gets drilled as he snaps the ball. That's Richmond with the 2-yard sack. His own line closed in on him, then the defensive line closed in on him. So Easton runs forward, gets 3 yards on that. His own men sort of pushed him in. 3rd down. To Ashby, and what the hell is he doing? Runs backward, decided, hey, wait, this isn't the way I'm supposed to be going. Runs the other way and manages to get 3 yards. That was a disastrous drive for the Kings. Owens with the punt. Bryant with the fair catch at the 38-yard line. First and 10 for the Marauders. Russell hands off to Lawson. Lawson gets 2 and is dropped by Kari Woods. And Woods has had a hell of a defensive game as well. Lawson again. And this time it's Derek Polk that drops him. 3rd and 7. 2 running backs behind him. That's Byrne and then Lawson. Throws. Hits Sanders. First and 10. And he gets 4 on that run to the Memphis 33. Field goal range again. 5.5 to go. Lawson just shakes through. Finally stopped after the first down by Derek Polk. He gets to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, less than 5 to go. Polk with his 5th tackle of the day. Russell gets 5. Gets to the 13. 2nd and 5. Less than 4.5 to go. Russell throws. Hits McKee. Brennan McKee, the second slot end, gets to the 9. That's going to be 3rd and 1. Russell throws, hits Boyster finally, and he gets to the 6. So that's going to be 1st and goal. Russell sacked. Grover James After he shakes off the first one, the second one gets him. So that's a 6-yard loss. And it's 2nd and goal. Russell throws. Gets Sanders. And Sanders gets to the 1, 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, ball on the Memphis 1-yard line. J.J. Byrne loses a yard, is at the 2, and it's going to be 4th down. Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to go for the field goal? They're going to go for it. This is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad, and it's really, really bad. As he's sacked by Travis Drew, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Kings are going to take it to the 6-yard line. .2:17 to go. Bradley Williams to the 26-yard line. So the 20-yard catch and run. We reached the 2-minute warning. First and 10. Easton throws, hits Williams again. Williams gets another first down. And that's at the 39. Kings are going to call their first timeout. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Can they do it with 1:49 to go? Ashby runs. I would normally give them crap for that, but they get the first down on the run. The Baltimore territory. They're going to call another timeout. Did I just see that marker shift? Anyway, at the 48-yard line of the Baltimore side. That's their second timeout. First and 10. 1:39 to go. Easton. Drop behind the line by Drew Ivy. So they're going to call another timeout. And that's their last. So they better think of how they're going to do this. They have 1:28 to go. Can they win this and put Baltimore in their place for the 3rd time in the season? That's a fumble, but he's going to get his own fumble. And that's going to be back at the 50, 1:20 to go. 3rd and 12. Mir runs out of bounds, a good idea. 4th and 9. That's not so good. And they're going to go for the field goal from the 47. This is a 65-yard kick, and nobody thought that was happening. So it looks like, barring something catastrophic, it will be the Baltimore Marauders going in to the league semifinal. Russell throws. Incomplete. 2nd down. Is he trying to throw a pick six? It is unknown who they'll face next round. Lawson gets to the 30. That's a 5-yard gain. As we just watched the clock wind down. And that's exactly what Russell has planned. So, it's 50-50 as to whether they'll be at home, as to whether the Marauders will be at home next week. First down at the 44-yard line. They could end up home against Milwaukee, home against Omaha, home against one second. They can end up home against either Milwaukee or Omaha. Possibilities on the road include Vancouver, Birmingham, or Birmingham. So we'll see how those other games go. Our second game will be tomorrow, and it will be the Shreveport Predators and the Birmingham Red Tails, one of the two teams who did not play last week. So the final score is Marauders 19, the number 1 seed Kings 15, and the Kings get an early exit as to what they were expecting after a 15-2 season. And that's just what happens. So Baltimore are the East Division champions of 2022, succeeding last year's St. Louis Archers. So from the NAFA, thank you and good night. We will see you tomorrow.